Hey there, it's Eric. Every once in a while people ask me, they're like, Eric, you just seem to not screw up ever, and you just seem to, like, everything just goes smooth as can be. Well, I just promise that is not the case, and it's actually not the case for me right now. So I just got myself out of an incredible pickle that just sitting here kind of breathing and thanking my lucky stars, A, that I'm not spending the night in the woods, and B, that I'm learning some pretty good stuff from this. So went on a mountain bike tonight, really nice one. I wanted to do a trail I'd never done, and sun was setting, but I figured, it's no problem. I've timed it out. I think I'll be good on the trail. I had that moment where I was looking through my backpack, and I've got plenty of food and water, but I was thinking, a headlamp is probably a good idea. And then, I was about 20 minutes from the house, and I didn't have a headlamp in the car, so I was like, forget about it, no big deal. And I thought, I'm alone. Mountain biking alone, it's not the brightest idea, but, I mountain bike alone a lot, so it's really not a problem. Whew. Anyways, long story short, had a flat tire. Trail was much different than I thought, especially this section that I hadn't been on before, and the sun went down, and I wasn't lost because I had a map, but it's pitch black, so I'm trying to read my map in the middle of the darkness, and thankfully, as you can tell, I've got my phone, and that was really good. So bottom line, I ended up riding the last hour and a half down a super steep trail with my iPhone's video light, like the flashlight on my phone, for a long time. And I really got to that point where I was like, okay, the battery's gonna die. I'm spending the night in the woods. But half the time I didn't even know what trail I was on. So point of this story is that things definitely go wrong. They go wrong for everybody. But if I look back, they went wrong because it was my fault. I made some pretty critical errors. Number one, I didn't have a buddy. In fact, I'm sitting here just thinking, what kind of a total idiot am I? I didn't even tell anybody where I was going. So this is a good learning. That won't happen anytime soon. Then B, I didn't have enough gear. I didn't have the proper gear. I didn't have an emergency blanket. I didn't have extra food. I didn't have water purification tablets. There's just a lot of things that I didn't have that I'm smart enough to know to bring. And then lastly, I really pushed the limits. I knew how long this ride would take. I knew that I could get it done just under sunset, but then, things go wrong. Flat tires happen. So point of this is that I could have been sitting there and complaining the whole time, going, why me? What a big freaking idiot am I to break all these rules that I'm smarter than. But the fact is that I just breathed through it. I know I made a bunch of mistakes. And when you look at the pickles that you're in, and you ground to those two things, number one, the knowledge that it's not the universe conspiring to get you. It's not other people's fault. When you're in a pickle, it's your fault. You could have avoided it. You could have known better than to trust that person. You could have done whatever it was to preempt the situation that you're in. And then when it happens, start counting your blessings. I actually had a list of all the reasons why I was excited about spending the night in the woods. I was thinking, proactively about what could I do. I was very, very cautious and safe. I didn't crash. So I did a lot of things right as well. When you're in a pickle, just know that there is a way out of it, and do the best you can with what you've got, and hopefully you come out good. So I'm pretty close to the car now. I'm going to sign off. Have an amazing week. If you have questions on that, let me know.